Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Hey, Sugar Shay. How are you tonight? I'm just doing a quick live. Um, you know, um, I didn't want to wait till tomorrow because ain't no telling what's going on tomorrow. And I just was breezing around the YouTube streets and I'll discuss what I've seen. And I named this, ooh, child. How a homeless hoe gonna talk about anybody getting evicted? Okay. How a homeless hoe gonna talk about anybody getting evicted? At least they got a roof over their head to get evicted out of. Oh, but your ass outside. You can't get evicted from outside, bitch. You don't know how dumb you sound. You don't know how dumb you look. You want to show your bumpy pussy to everybody and they ain't interested. You climbing in and out of different people's houses in their beds and stuff. And somebody came on here tonight and said exactly what I said. I know you do. Is sleep on people's couches, on their floor, on pallets. And when the men in the house allow you to climb up in their bed, or they crawl down on your pallet on the floor or the couch. You know what I'm saying? The men ain't letting you stay there for free. Who you think you talking to? And you talk about Big Baby, she's a prostitute. And she say she's a prostitute. But while she pregnant, she say, you know, that she gave that shit up. I'm sure she sold some a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard habit to break. And if you need some damn money, I understand. Okay. But woo retarded ass walking around here broke. Ain't got a dime on her name. Ain't got nothing but a food stamp card. And I'm sure she sell those. You see what I'm saying? Big Baby, it seemed to be motherhood seemed to be working. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about it until you have a child. Okay? But bitch, she didn't walk off and leave that baby. But your ass, you left about 7 or 8, hoe. And you got enough nerve to talk about that young lady. She's just 24. She's gonna make a lot of mistakes in her life. Hopefully she get together and get a regular job. But if she don't, before she see herself getting evicted, I bet she'll, get on that phone or on one of them sites. She gonna make sure her and her baby got somewhere to sleep at, hoe. You was talking, wanting everybody to see her talking on the phone. She done videoed it and want us to hear what she was saying to this man that one of uh, Big Baby's old tricks. It's young tricks and old tricks out here. And she had a young trick that was giving her that money on. And Wu tracked him down. Big Baby ain't been with that man since 23, ho. She done had a child since she was with that man. Okay? But you done took your raggedy ass out there on one of them. I'm calling it a sex site because the guys in the chat, because you was saying it wasn't a site that you pick up guys on. But the men in the chat, they was all right in that chat. That is a dating site, ho. You about a dumbass bitch. I drug the hell out of you over there, mysterious. Okay? You got bodied last night at my man's duck on his channel, ho. Come up there telling all them lies that you been running around here telling on Big Baby. Ho. Big Baby called that young man on the phone and she used to sell it too. Okay? And he talked about how trifling and pitiful that you are. You still using your friend death to get money for wine. You a wino. He bought you a bottle of wine. You say he bought crown. Bitch, that man said he bought you some wine, honey. Okay. And why your ass run off the panel last night when Big Baby called that man? Why you could sit up there and hear that man come out his own mouth, ho? Duck had over 500 people in the chat around 3 o'clock this morning, ho. And he got off about 5:30 or something like that. You got bodied, bitch. And then you got rebodied over there at Mysterious. Big Baby got up there and played her tapes over that man talking about you like a dog, like you had a tail. And then, y'all, when the man bought her that wine, I guess he drove her to wherever she lived at or whatever corner that she wanted to get out on. And he pulled his thing out and told her to kiss his dick. And she acted like she was so offended. Ho, he bought you a bottle of wine. And he bought some candy for her children, which I thought was nice because he didn't have to do that. But later on, she taped herself talking to the man on the phone, and she was talking about she was hungry. So you over here at somebody's house that you laying up with for the night, and you get all them food stamps you be bragging about on YouTube, and you was sitting up hungry. See, that kind of shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Stupid is as stupid does. And they say the dead friend she's supposed to be crying and love so much. They say she over there staying with her that woman man. And watching her kids. Well, she dead now, okay? She can't help that. Well, see, that's how trifling bitches are. You know what I'm saying? It's different if they was in a full-blown relationship, she trying to help out with the kids, because I've seen that happen before, you just step right in and take the friend place. I ain't did it, but I know people have done it. I know people that have, when their sister died, they have married the man. Okay? I've seen that shit. Hell, old as I am, I've seen a lot of shit, okay? But she just so random asshole that he happened to look after his children while he worked. And then while he make sure they eat, I guess, then he let her go in there and climb in the bed with her. But ain't no man that I didn't know. No, they ain't pulled their dick out and want me to kiss it. They would never ask me to do that. I don't hang around them kind of men. Especially when I pick up tramps like that. He said she was walking up and down the street with bell bottom pants or flip flops looking like a fool. And she ran up on him and wanted a drink. And he bought her a drink because he feels sorry for her. I guess she had the shakes, child. But wouldn't you be ashamed if that was your mom? Huh? Wouldn't y'all be ashamed? She got grandkids and acting like that. You know? And another thing, Gina, the one that showed her long square ass at Nika's last night at the Christmas sweater contest. You know, I put the word out on here. If somebody interested, they can have her. Okay. But child, I was over there at Mysterious. It was like a break in the gang banging. And he found the child. He hit the link and he shot his shit. You hear me? He shot his shit. And she told him to look him up on Instagram. And but it was private, but hit me up. And child, he was so nervous he couldn't type the he told her to put it in the back. Well, it was just a mess, okay? Because we old. You know, when you get old, shit happens. He told her to put it in the black chat, but she old too, and she put it in the regular chat. And then he was telling her, well, how you spell that again? And what? And I want to make sure I got this right. And he was spelling it old and shit. Yeah. Well, honey, he pulled that IG up. He didn't leave there until he pulled that IG up. And he told her, I just hit you on your IG. And she said, okay. She looked at it. And she said, I just sent you a picture. And she sent him a picture of her puss. You hear me? Y'all hear me? She asked him what her puss looked like. And he was oh, God, he was so happy. And so I thought they would be on IG, FaceTime, or whatever they do on IG, or talking on the phone, trying to get each other, know each other. Hell, Gina, she over there, she just left Mysterious off the panel because I came, I was looking at Lemma's, red balling on his thing, and he got ZX wound up over there on Lemma's panel, so I guess it didn't go so great with him and Gina. He was over there on Lemma's panel telling him he should not, he's a, good young man and this and that. And how can you hang around with Bizarro, Bree, Tracy, um, who else he say over here? Let me get a notepad. I want to tell you all the names that nigga called, okay? He's a backward ass fuck, okay? But hey, I'll prove him and Gina getting together so she don't show her ragged, wrinkled old ass over here no more. Okay, he called Pizza, J Don, Tracy, Bree, ODS. Did they talk about children? And then, of course, he was saying the ones that talk about dead people. Well, ZX, you've done every dirty trick in the goddamn book. You done got people, kids taken from their home for calling CPS on them. I mean, taking out your home child over this YouTube shit. You done talked about dead folks. They say you talked about Lady Law Mama like a dog and her mama is dead. Bitch. Talk about Teresa talking about dead folks. Nigga, people was putting her mama in her coffin on YouTube back in the day. And Teresa didn't give a fuck after that, okay? But she had been through so much bullshit already with these bitches. But the nerve of you to talk about anybody that say anything about anything, and you done all the dirty tricks yourself. You've been trying to get in good over here at the beef sector for years. First time I seen you was you came on Teresa's and hit the pound. And she looked at you like you had shit on you and left me up there with you. And so me and you talked for a couple hours. Hell, I didn't know her. You know, when you invited me to your channel, I would go over there and shit and kick it with y'all and stuff. And, and then you got mad and cussed Tracy out because she wouldn't let you run her channel, trying to tell her what the hell to do, and you can't do that to nobody. Oh, since then, you've hated her for her guts. And when she was dragging you one time, I was throwing bombs in the chat. Cause she was dropping the bombs on him. Do you hear me? She drug that nigga from one end of the beef sector to the other one, and of course, and slammed his skull on the concrete, the curb while she was doing it. Okay, and then he called me all kind of old fat bitches and you need to have sex and all that kind of stuff. And just talked about me like a dog, and then said I was in he had Texas of me and shit. And I was saying, put this shit out, nigga. You ain't got nothing for me because ain't nobody got a text from me on YouTube, bitch. And they still don't. And they'll never get one. I ain't gonna email nobody. I don't want them emailing me. It ain't gonna be none of that kind of contact with me ever on here. Because I see how grimy and gritty everybody is to each other. Okay? With grown folks, I hope you and Gina live happily ever after. And of course, she invited him to Vegas like she did Broadway, but she didn't say nothing about paying his way, child. She was saying he had to give her money. Now, you done gave Broadway over $700. And he said, your pussy's so big that you can set a pot of greens down and let it cook. Child, I've been hollering about that. I'm still hollering about that. You hear me? But it's some dumbass bitches and niggas on here, okay? But I hope ZX and Gina the best. You know, I hope they have a wonderful time. Well, honey, the beef sector is beefing. Do you hear me? Lemon and Pizarro, they is throwing haymakers on each other, child. You know, this they dragging, okay? And this one of them kind of drags. They dragging each other. They no goddamn hoes barred. Period. Okay. Well, Toya Abstract. She's a lady from the black sector. She dropped in Pizarro the chat today when Pizarro was talking that shit. Okay, dragging. And Pizarro happened to look down there and seen Toya here crawling her chat. And she said, bitch, I heard what you said about I went too far with Lemon. Talking about his dead brother, hoe. People talking about my husband and my kids, bitch. Bring your ass up here and hit this panel, hoe. Toya did not hit it, child. And what surprised me on that situation so much is because Toya has cussed Lemon out twice real bad on his own panel. One time she was what we call it white girl wasted. You know, when you be just out of your mind wasted. And then the other one, she was kind of drunk too, because you could hear the slurring, okay? You could tell when a motherfucker drunk and when they ain't drunk. You know how they act sober and you know how they act drunk, okay? Or on pills or whatever, you could tell a difference in them, okay? Because some of the stuff they make us talk slow, you know. Some of the stuff they talk fast. Or some of it, they get loud and some of it get mean with liquor. And some people get giggly with liquor. Well, so you could tell when somebody's on anything. I just put it like that. Well, honey, she had got up there and honey, Lemon and her drug each other that night because he said he let her get away with it the first time. And he'd be damned if he let her get away with it again. And so she hadn't been back for a while. Well, see, I've been noticing her in the chat lately. Because I speak to everybody. That's how come I know who be in these chats. And I said, no, she ain't back over here. And yes, she was, child. She had been coming up in that chat. I don't think she got enough nerve to get on the panel yet. Then she been kind of sashaying around in the chat. So I haven't seen that part. But just think, she was on Lemon's side. I couldn't believe that. After the way she talked to him. And he was supposed to be the lowest thing ever walked. Because she was against Pizarro on this beef that Lemon and her got going right now. Well, like I said, child, both of them is throwing some haymakers. Do you hear me? They ain't leaving shit to the imagination, and this shit ain't nowhere over, okay? Because both of them is mad at each other. Well, Lemon, Lemon said that he, went in Pizarro chat and this said something smart to him or something like that. He was in the, I think he was in the chat and she said something, or either he might have been on the panel and she might have typed something. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. She said something that he didn't like. Which, tonight on his panel, it's like at the beginning of the live, he drugged the shit out of this. And he been like not doing it. But I think he done just sick of people, you know, and like I said, I'll be going by there, and getting in the chat or staying in the clouds. But like I said, it's just some things I just can't go along with, okay? Okay. Let's see. What is? Tulsa got up there on Lemon's panel tonight and she drugged Tracy because she don't want Lemon hanging, she got mad because Lemon sent Tracy $200 yesterday. But he said he gave around 500 out. Oh, but before I get to Tulsa, child, he said some woman had sent him $1 request and said they wanted some money, but he don't know how much it was. He didn't say how much it was, child. But he called that woman all kind of dope addicts. I don't know how come he thinks she a drug addict. But he do, girl, child, and he talked about that woman like a dog. I was saying, my God, today you had the bank was open yesterday, but on her this lady, whoever that was, I can't remember the name, child, he's called that woman all kind of dope addict. I bet she don't. Uh, I bet she don't send no more dollar request to him for no goddamn, not his money. Because if you'd have cussed me out like there were 500 people in the chat, I want to come back over there to that chat. Let me get some of my drink, my Coke. My voice sounding like this because I still ain't got all that cold out. And I also been drinking that regular ass woo. Okay. And I'm going to speak to some people. Hey, one of the people in the back. That's where I like to sit in the back, child. I want to see everybody. Hey, KC. Sugar Shay, I'm glad you're joining us tonight. Hey, Shaquila Dickerson. I kind of be all over the place sometimes. Hey, Angela White. And please hit the like button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe because I'm trying to get to 3,000 child. I ain't nowhere near no 3,000 child. Hey, Donna Hughes. Hey, FU's University. Hey, Keisha Bishop. Hey, 3,000 degrees. Child, that's hot. I was telling Woo her Ussy got the COVID. I told her Ussy got the flu. It's got a snotty nose. Do it cough? What's that green goo that keep coming out of your Ussy? You got the cold. You know, I was talking about like that today. Hey, meow, meow. Meow, meow. They were making a big deal out of Duke having YouTube cameras meowing child. These folks over here, they just a mess. Hey, CEO, little boss lady. Now, what's wrong with meowing on your own channel? They gave YouTube cameras hell about that meowing. Do you hear me? But now, like I say, they ain't thinking about no meowing because Lemon and Pizarro is dragging the hell out of each other. Okay. Hey, let me see, Dr. Queen Pieces. Hey, Jess Andrea. Yeah, they mad because this woman was meowing. Hey, the unfiltered Muffy. Meet Black. Ah, I am Tequila. Yeah. Hey, home of the official YouTube purge. Is that Auntie? I've been telling them about the purge. And guys, the purge is the 27th through the 29th. It starts on a Friday. Now I don't know exactly what time, but I don't know what time. And I think it'll run through 12 midnight. It's like 48 hours of dragging, child. They don't stop the live. It's study people going up there. People you ain't never seen for one of your life. Okay? But they come out for that damn purge. Now, see, I don't be knowing what sectors these people are from, but they calls each other out. Oh, okay, hey, Auntie. But, honey, they calls each other out, and they shows up and they show out. And if you haven't experienced the purge, child, do you hear me? I be over there the whole damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be wild. And it's dragging, honey. And I done been up there on the thing one time, and I was so scared. I called Ken Nola out. But anybody could get up there. If somebody that you just don't like, and they might not even know that you don't like them, get your ass up there and call them out. Or if somebody doing some shit that you tired of them doing, get your ass up there and call them out. They can't do nothing to you. And when you say what you got to say, drop down. But this year they're going to be giving away cash prizes. So hey, if you think you're a badass dragger and you want to try to win that money, get up there and do your best, honey. And I will be there to listen to you. And I will be giving updates on the purge. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And Auntie, I don't know how to share like a community wall. Like when you guys be putting the flyers up, I don't know how to share them. Cause see, I would like to share them on my wall, but I don't know how to do that. Cause see, I'm still new at this. Hey, Jay Monroe. Oh no, Jay Monet, Jay Monet. Well, yes, so honey, and I don't know how to looking at mentions. I tried to look everywhere for mentions. I don't know what the hell to find it. You know, it's people be asking me stuff like when they comment on the replays and stuff, and they be asking me stuff, but I don't be knowing where the hell to go find the shit. I'm just saying, I'm new at this. Oh Lord Jesus, but I'm doing the best I can. But let me get back in my notes, child. Okay, yeah, I'll keep you updated because I really enjoy the purge, and he have two a year, like one in the winter and one in the summer, around June or July, June-ish or July. But honey, whenever it come up, I will be letting you guys know about the one that he have. When it's warm, child. Okay, all right. And also when I was at YouTube cameras this yesterday morning. And I was late getting there because I had been over to Ducks. And so when I got there, apparently it was rocking and they was dragging and stuff. Uh, Lemon and J Dunn was into it. See who else? It was quite a few people, okay? That was into it, and people was dropping down and getting back up and all of that. It was a rocky road. I started to jump my black ass up there and I said, bitch, you keep your ass down here in this chat and just type, just type out what you got to say, whoever you're dragging, okay? And that's what I did. Well, Brooke was while Lemon was up there, Brooke hit the panel. And she started, up. But now I don't know what happened, but she hit the panel and started questioning him about things. And the main issue was him taking her mod stick. I remember when he took her mod stick, when he found out that she lied about having a baby. And he said that he did not want that on his brand. He didn't want none of his mods to have no shit like that going on. So he took her mod stick. We all understood. And she was supposed to understand. He told her. Well, she bought that shit back up today over there at YouTube cameras. And then she kept talking about the mod stick. And okay, so when all that shit was over, um, they both said we straight. Okay, this is the second time they did that shit that I done seen with my own two eyes. So I don't know how many more times they gonna try to whatever going on. Okay, because it is what it is. Well, now YouTube cameras come on in the morning. Well, Pizarro, she came on in the evening and she did a long live. While while that live was going on, some sisters, TG and LG, they from the R. Kelly thing sector, but they've been over here in the YouTube, with here in the beef sector for a long time, but they really move around a lot. I see them in the Mo3 sector and, just everywhere. Well, when Pizarro was live, one of the twins was up there on the panel. And I guess she seen Brooke come in the chat. I don't know, but they've been into it for years, okay? The twins and Brooke. Well, the twins said that Brooke was begging Lemon for her mod stick back. And so different people was putting what they were saying, different people that was at YouTube cameras this morning. Because Brooke hit the panel and said, nah, bitch, I ain't never begged for no mod stick. And so I put in the chat that you bought the mod stick up several times. And so Pizarro put my comment on the screen and left it, And then Brooke started going off, started talking about crazy bitches, and she just did it one time, and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And then I put in chat, I said what the hell I said, damn it. I said what the hell I said. You said something about the mod stick several times. And she started denying. I told her, I don't care how mad you get. I'm telling the truth, and bitch, you lie. And I said what the hell I said. Well, so you know me with my petty ass, what I did. I went back over there to YouTube cameras while Pizarro was still alive. And I went to the part when Brooke came on the panel. And I listened and I counted, the times that she said about the mod stick and questioning and all that and why you take it and all that kind of bullshit. And I stopped counting at 9, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Bitch, you said that about that goddamn mod stick 9 times. And ho, I quit out. Because I had already seen everything y'all talked about, and I got tired of that. Because there's other shit going on on YouTube that I ain't seen, and I want to get back to that. Okay? Well, shit, honey, I forgot about going back over there to Pizarro's. I went my ass back over there to that Mo 3 okay? Because I love it over there. And so the captain had came on, the ship that I be riding that rocket ride on. Well, uh, a guy named Josh, and I don't really talk about him very often. He's a content creator over there, and him and Sweet Pea, they used to be buddies, kind of where you text each other, IG, whatever they do. Because I don't understand what DMs. I don't understand none of that shit. All I know is the phone, and the phone you could text people on, and you could take pictures and stuff. But as far as being on the other sites and things like that, I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. The DMing and all that. Oh Lord Jesus, my grandkids and stuff, and my daughter, they know stuff, and my son, but I don't know nothing about that. I don't want to learn nothing about that. Well, over there on the ship, the captain, he was dragging. God, I got to go watch some. I got something else came in my mind. Remind me to talk about what happened at Ducks last night. But the captain, that's the last. No, that's not the last place I went. That was the last actual live I was in. Well, he was live and he was talking about this girl that he used to mess around that was married named Isha. And he was telling like dirty secrets, okay? And the reason he did that is because her husband has said he gonna, put them feet and hands on him whenever I see you. It ain't cause you left my wife. It's because you took a picture laying in the bed with my son. Okay. Well, and before the captain started telling dirty secrets, child, on how other men had been up in that man's bed, and then he was describing what the kind of clothes they had on, and about them hiding in closets. Child, do you hear me? Do y'all hear me? And putting the man pants and underwear in the washer and washing them and drying them. And the reason that they had to do that is because the men hit it from the back, and I guess stuff got on his pants and on his boxes. Because he got a woman too. He got a wife too. But he was supposed to be coming over there to read to the little girl they got together. But her husband said he didn't want him in his house when he wasn't at home. But when the man came home, the guy hid in the closet and all that kind of shit. And then before her husband had said, he was wondering why the shower was wet when he got home. Y'all hear me? I ain't got the nerve to do no shit like that. And if I was cheating, I wouldn't have the nerve. If the man talked to my husband, I would die. And when they would get into it, he would tell him, "Yeah, I'm dicking your wife, nigga, and ain't nothing you could do about it, bitch." No, that kind of shit. Well, now the man want to kill him, but see, he done moved to Seattle, and he lied like he was coming home for Thanksgiving, but he didn't come. So last night, Isha husband was drunk and he hit my boyfriend duck panel and he was drunk as a skunk on his birthday and he was out there riding around and he said that he was at Brandon's at the Capitol at his grandma's house and he showed the mailbox and he pissed on the mailbox. Ain't that retarded, y'all? Ain't that ignorant? That man was driving around and he went to the Brandon grandmama house, y'all, and peed. I don't know if he peed on the mailbox or the ground because it was dark. Yeah, they back together, Mr. Houston and Hubbard. I'm talking about what happened last night, about 4 o'clock this morning. Oh my God! And he was talking about how he was gonna kill Brandon. And bitch, why you didn't come home for Thanksgiving? Because I was looking for you. And he said something about the horse that skipped that horse that Brandon had. He said something about Skip. So then uh, a big lack hit the link, and he started telling Brandon that you had a whore for a wife, and that whore let Brandon should have never been able to take a picture with your child, and that nigga was keeping your kid, and all of this and all of that, and then him and Lack got into it, Mr. Houston and Lack got into it, and then Isha hit the panel and saying, bitch, what you talking about me for? Because he said, because you was fucking Brandon, hoe, on your goddamn husband. And if it was anybody need to be getting their ass kicked, it need to be you. Because you popped that nigga in your house and was sleeping with him in your husband's bed. And I was like, oh, shit. And so then Mr. Houston and Big Lack was supposed to be going to meet up to fight. Because Big Lack said he was going to knock him out. And so, but Granny's meal got drunk, pee on it. Well, he told Mr. Houston told him to put an addy in the back check. So Lack put an addy in the back check. And Big Lack said, I'm on my goddamn way. And if you bring your bitch with you, I got somebody for her too. And so Isha heard the shit going on, and she jumped in her car because see Mr. Houston already down somewhere, down wherever they were gonna meet at, okay? But it was in a different town, and they supposed to meet wherever Leck put that address in. It wasn't a residence, they say. It was like an industrial park where you could fight, like empty lots. And honey, after Mr. Houston sold all them wolf tickets and his wife in the car to go on her way there, and then somebody was saying, Big Baby, no, somebody say, Jackie, you ought to go. And Jackie was saying, I done got my hair fixed. Cause y'all know Jackie won that $1,000 over there at the pajama contest last week. And so she done went and got her a hell of a style. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, and she looking good with that hairstyle. Oh, and then when 357 seen that she had went to the beauty shop with her winnings and got the beautiful hairstyle. He said, you owe me some money. You don't want $1,000. You ain't said nothing about paying me. That's what he put in the chat. And I was hollering, do you hear me? But getting back to Mr. West and Big Lack. And child, they was on their way. Mr. Houston talking all that shit. And she was saying she was on her way too, and this and that. And honey, when Mr. Houston figured out that Big Lack was really lacking the last night, he was ready to drop them bees on his head. And he realized that Isha was actually on her way there too. Y'all, that man backpedaling, pussy pop. And I ain't going. I ain't fight. I ain't getting put in jail. And you did all that hooping and hollering how you gonna kill somebody. Then you start talking about how you gonna meet up with somebody to whoop their ass. You did all that hollering and all that crying, telling Isha to make sure she get your shit so you'll have it when she coming. Boy, he had a panic attack. Do you hear me? I was putting in the chat. Isha got more balls than you because Isha was ready to go down. Do you hear me? Because Isha will go. Because she one of the girls that fights over there. Okay? Well, Big Lack and several other people that was in the chat, they cashed out her gas money for her to turn around and go back home. Now, why come and see Isha had went to a concert last night or Bootsy or somebody. And they were saying, why didn't you to go with your husband? Because see, he already out here pissing on people how you are mailboxes in the yards and stuff. Because he was gonna go mark his turf somewhere else. But why would he was somebody he didn't like Bootsy? But it don't matter. You'd have been spending quality time with your wife instead of out here looking like a motherfucking fool like you did last night. Okay? And why would you? I'm another thing I got to say to Mr. Houston, when Isha and the captain was messing around, he was living with his grandmother. You had been to the house. And then when y'all got back together, Brendan still lived with his grandmother. He was riding his horse up and down the road and everything. But you gonna wait till that nigga go to Seattle, Washington. And then you gonna start by talking about what you gonna do. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Because if you was gonna do a goddamn thing, it would have been before that nigga went to Washington. Now you need to sit down before you get laid down by somebody like Lack. So Lack was gonna kick your ass, and you gonna kick his ass last night. Okay? And Isha got bigger balls than you. Cause I've seen Isha pull up and throw them blows. Ain't no question. Well, she said something to 88, remember, and they had that fight. And like about 2 weeks ago, Mr. Houston and Toya and it was a lot of people on Broadway panel. And Isha was dragging, Toya was dragging Isha. And her husband started asking Toya questions. Because Toya said they had seen the actual fight between Isha and 88. Okay? And she was telling him who won the rounds. Because he asked how many rounds did they go. And I think she said 3. And all of that. Okay? Now I can't remember exactly who she said won, so I'm not gonna say because I can't remember because it's been 2 weeks ago, child, and I forgot to tell y'all about that. And then Isha and Toya got into it real bad that night on the panel. Child, that was the biggest shit last night. Do you hear me? That man did all, which, like I said, he should have been at the concert with his wife, celebrating his birthday. You know, and not being doing that foolishness. You know, the peeing on the mailboxes and drunk, hollering and shit. He should have been with his wife, chilling. Instead of being upset, and he could have got a DWI or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because people be getting DWIs on the weekend drunk and stuff. And then you out somewhere you don't even live. And then talking about going to somebody else's house, pissing on the mailbox or the ground. All you did was pee on the ground. People pull over all the time, pee on the ground, fool. That wasn't no disrespect. And then you say don't nobody live in the house no more. So you knew ain't nobody living in the house no more. So you decide to go there then and make a point of pissing in the yard. That's retarded. Okay. Now I'm gonna read some of these messages and then I'll go back to my commentary, okay? Go back to my commentary. But child, I'm trying to catch y'all up on this bullshit that I've been hearing out here in the YouTube sphere. Okay? Angela, you just woke up and heard me, seen me live. I usually don't go live this time of night, but see, I didn't go live today. Uh, I wasn't really in the mood for the YouTubing and stuff, but I said, let me get out here and do some, look around and stuff. But like for actually sitting and watching, chilling with a long lap, I did that like with Duck. But the other ones I've been just glancing through, just running around. Okay. Gina said that she had talked to Lady Nick. I'm not gonna say anything to Gina till I find out if that's true. But I will be dragging her, but it's gonna be the light kind of dragging, you know, until I find out the answer. Cause I want her to be her and ZX to be happy. Lola tightened him up. I was like, well, damn. Talking about Lemon. I tightened him up too yesterday. I unmodded it myself. I unsubscribed and stuff. I'm gonna resubscribe because I seen when I went over there look earlier. I was still unsubscribed, but I said I was gonna wait 24 hours to make sure I'm unmodded. Okay. Hey, meow meow. Oh, I spoke to her. Yeah. Okay, I spoke to you, money. But yeah, child. And the only reason I brought that up is because Bizarro brought it up on her damn live, child. She said I drug the hell out of him, and Tracy drug him, and she drug him yesterday. I don't know who else drug him, but actually, I was not trying to drag Lemon. I was just saying about the behavior that I don't like that he's been doing, and it's just some things I can't go along with. But I'm still a supporter of his. I'm still gonna be sometime in his chat or in the clouds, give him a like. But like as far as just yeah, I don't want to be no more somewhere where I don't feel good about it. And that's just me. It ain't no hard feeling. I was disappointed in it. But I wasn't the only one. There's a lot of people over here in the beef sector that was upset with Lemon. Oh, Auntie, you say I understand the event. Thank you. Okay, but I will be I will be announcing it like every day. That's how I be doing the different contests that's going on. And then I tell the results, you know. And if you don't mind, Auntie, like at the end when you be just, whoever win and stuff, could you like announce how much they won and, and how they place? Because I got lost at Nika's uh, on the sweater contest, but Filter Muffy, gave me the order. And then I went to Tracy's and she gave the amounts because Nika was in the chat and she was able to ask Nika. And that's how I got the amount. Well, hopefully I won't have to, be bouncing around YouTube looking for it. Um, and like maybe congratulate the winners on the community wall. Because see, I can look on there too and see because see, don't nobody do that. And it kind of it messes me up, especially after I watch the whole show and then I get busy or antsy and get to moving around and I see I miss that part. And it happens to me a lot. And I usually don't sit through contests, but I do Nikas and I do be at ants, you know, because they be interesting to me. It have to be interesting to me. I don't want to watch something I'm not interested in, like all that cooking and stuff. I never cared for that. And then like the Christmas decoration thing, I like that, but they did nobody do it this year. Like decorating your tree in your house and the making the wreaths. I like that one. Yeah. Oh, Brooke was going off over there at Pizarro. I can't think. Yeah, one LG or TG1 there said that she was begging for her mom shit stick back. He said Brooke went on lemons and begged for the stick, and he said we will see by the end of the conversation. He said no. I don't think he's gonna ride her up, and I think that she need to just leave that shit alone. Hey, I'm a fiance. They say that I'm a fiance. They say they back together, but it seems like he's still working in Houston. And see, that's the big problem because that's a young woman and he's a young man. And I think he need to find a local job, you know. And I think he should have been on her job a long time. And I wouldn't quit my job to go with him. He'd have to come to me, you know. And she got a place and all that. And kids, it'd be easy for him to move and to find a job. Okay? Yep. I wouldn't change nothing if I was her. Because their marriage been rocky, And I couldn't trust him enough to do that, to move to Houston. He'd have to come to me. Or we just have to say, hey, we separated because them the young people, you know what I'm saying? The young folks do what young folks do. They lose interest, they'll get bored, especially the one you love is not there. That's why a lot of marriages, military marriages don't work. Because a lot of men leave their women at home and they be out in Germany. You know, how you going to I couldn't do it. That's why I didn't marry a military man because I'm a person I would like to have mine with me. I don't believe in that shit. And like my brother, he had a job. He would leave every Sunday and come back every Friday. He would fly out Sunday night, like late, and then fly back in like Friday. We flying in Friday night. But his wife, they made it through that. But see, she had a lot of time, but she had 3 children, and that take up, time and stuff. But that would get boring too. You have to occupy yourself, especially when you're a young woman, because trouble is easy to get into, especially when you get lonely. You know, you might get yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, and might do something you wouldn't normally do. Child, it's different when every party is on YouTube. Somebody gonna get her. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that I couldn't? Yeah, everybody on YouTube, and then everybody going together. I don't get it, child. My temper is too bad. Do you hear me? For that kind of shit. No. Mm-mm. No. I ain't going on with that. Yeah, the arguments. Yeah, because like I think some of these people forget that you're on YouTube and anybody can see what you're doing and saying. I mean, the world. No. Are you showing yourself? Like that woman came in the thong the other night. She got grown kids. And then you do it over here. Why she didn't show her ass over there in the Mo 3 beach sector? They got a lot of single people over there. Why would you bring it over here to Nichols? Why would you try to ruin the fun? Y'all say we arguing shit all the time. Wasn't no arguing over there. Everybody was having a good time. Good, clean fun. On their best behavior. Because we can act the fool in the beef sector. And I've seen some of these contests get turned out. Do you hear me? Hey, Room Shaker. Yeah, I've seen some. Tracy Cakes say Ness false flag her again. And they won't remove it. Teresa, no, Teresa gonna do Teresa. Now Teresa know to go on them back pages when she in that crazy mood when she don't give a damn. But if she lose her page, she lose her page. She'll just start another. We've done it 1,000 times. Hey, Stack Mac, Neston got her again. I wouldn't lose my monetization because of that hoe. She ain't worth it. Prostitute ass bitch. Hey, Candor. Yeah. And Lemon even talked about her being a prostitute tonight. Oh, God, Jesus. Lemon finally drug her, but he should have drug her more. But that little he gave her, that wasn't enough. But he was throwing some blows on that ass. Do you hear me? Woo, child, but he ain't got her like I want him to get her yet. He trying to stay off of her. Yeah. Okay, let me see what else I had in my notes, chat. Because I don't want to be on here all night. All right. I said about Jen and grown folks. Oh, and LG hit them link tonight, and she had been drinking. You know what I'm saying? But she when she started talking, she told said hi to Lemon and everything, hi to everybody else, and then she said that she had been crying a lot. So different people hit the panel, and he always welcomed the people, and they were just saying short stuff to him. But then he got back to her with all of his attention. And he said, "You said you've been crying. What's been wrong?" She said she had been crying all day and stuff. Then he said, "I have too." Or she said she was a crybaby or something like that. And he said, "I am too." And so then they started talking. And she told him, which I feel the same way, do not be talking about how your brother was murdered, because he was getting ready to go into all that detail. And that ain't none of our damn business. Because a lot of us have murdered loved ones, and I ain't telling y'all shit about mine, because it ain't y'all fucking business. Okay? Well, see, he got caught. They cut him off over their YouTube cameras for going too far with it. Because CJ Dunn was saying, "You should have been there. Your brother's dead." And, saying all that dead shit to him and stuff. And then he tried trying to explain about the murder of his brother. But he got stopped. So when him and LG was talking, she had talked about how she had been being emotional because she was hearing how different ones been talking about his brother death. And she said, "My son was murdered, and I don't not, and she was going off. Do you hear me?" But it was a good moment for those two, because both of them, like, he lost his brother to violence and she lost her son to violence. And sometimes you see good, people, can communicating real good on a subject that both of them know about. So see, I haven't lost any children, but I did lose a brother and a sister. Okay. And we will never be the same. because our crew has been broken up. And the same thing happened like with my step family. I lost two step brothers, and like I said, we used to be like a dozen, like in the egg box, and one, you know, a couple of them is not there anymore. The carton eggs are getting thrown out the carton. Okay, they dying out. So that's what I look at as far as my family go. You know, it ain't gonna never be a dozen of eggs again because it's four eggs missing out the dozen now. Okay, you know, um, caught a little bit of so and sirke, and she spilled some tea and finally said some name. It took her damn long enough. You know what I'm saying? Because she's such a coward. And then she don't come through. No receipts. Okay. But see over here, I call name. And some of the people that I go to their channel, they don't like me to call names. Like, yeah, I don't feel like making up no damn nickname and trying to keep that shit in my head. Damn. That don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to remember my nickname. And then every person might have a different nickname for the same damn person. When I could just say that goddamn name. Jesus. I ain't doing that. You gonna know who I'm talking about. It ain't gonna be no. And guess who I got into it with when I was dragging Woo that jumped in. Justin, raggedy ass. He kept jumping in with the old shit and all that. So I had to start dragging both of them. I had to drag him till he got the hell gone. Like I told him, you don't want to be pulling your floppy dick out and your saggy balls and showing your asshole. And it ain't nothing. You ain't showed me nothing I would think about one. And then I had to drag his hole. Like I say, you don't want to be coming up on here with these flabby, big ass young women and these flabby, woe out old women. You was homeless and fucking for a shelter. Okay? And then he gonna say that's why he stopped his channel. I'm saying, bitch, that ain't why you stopped your channel. You probably pulling your dick out and lost it. Talk to somebody that don't know you, bitch. And I drug Justin too. Cause he jumped in it like he got in the bed just jumping in. Cry baby ass. Cried like a bitch when MHB called his mom. And see, I didn't throw that one at him, but I'm going to. Cause like I told him, it's up and it's stuck because I wasn't bothering you, nigga. You was bothered. You started messing with me. So it's up and stuck. Whenever I see you and feel like dragging you, you one of them. Now I ain't put him in the swamp donkey category yet. Okay. But he's on his way there. Okay. Hey, Lady Dimples. Well, Justin, he'll go. Because he ain't shit. He a good looking guy though. I ain't gonna take that away from him. And then like now he works. He about another Mercedes, an older one. Um, and then he have his children with him now more. Um, he clean. His clothes be clean and stuff. He had a nice jacket on today. You know what I'm saying? He doing way way better. But I could make him feel way way worse. Do you hear me? Because he didn't have no business up in me and Woo affairs. He don't know nothing about nothing. And then Book was up there and he said, what you say to me? And I said, I was not talking to you. When I'm talking to you, you will know it. I'm trying to drag these two hoes. But you can get some too. Yeah, honey. He came up there and she sent him a picture of her twat, Madeline. Was you there for that, child? She don't know TX from a can of paint, and I already sent him a picture of her pussy. But he liked what he seen. Do you hear me? Because he said he did. That's what he said, child. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said, y'all. Yeah, why these men want to jump in the women fight? You know, he didn't have no business getting in between me and Woo. But I gave him just what I was giving Woo. I sure did. I gave him exactly that. Told him he was homeless just like her. He fucking for a place to lay your head. And you get with them big fat ugly. Like I said, just because you big don't mean you ugly. He get with the biggest, ugliest old and young women. He just doing it for a place to lay his head, child. I would never. Now, Candor, she needs to be over there with ZX. DG didn't decide. He fingered his booty. I was in there when she said it. I was in the line. She said she did it in the shower. She was soaping him up and was soaping his booty up. She said she stuck her finger up in his booty. I know Dimples, big girl need love too, but you ain't got to get the ugliest big girl. You ain't got to get the ugliest big old woman. They do all that. And DG, him and Lack get into it. And DG been showing Lack supposedly with some this white stuff you put up your nose and all of that, okay? Like he say he did a camera slip. And he say he got the video. Well, I was over there at Lex yesterday, and Lex, and I think it was Just Read My Book was up there, and Just Read My Book, not Just Read My Book, Just My 5 Cents was up there. And she had the video up, and she was red balling it, the one that the white stuff that's supposed to put up his nose was on. And so she red balled it while we could see it going, you know, where you could see that she didn't clip anything. It was the original live and stuff. And Donald, that's made up stuff. You and Joe or whoever, y'all need to do better because that wasn't true. And that lying and stuff and putting stuff out there like that, you know, drugs and things to use drugs with, that is not a good look. And then the Crown bottle that you showed, it wasn't the same bottle. And the lighting that was on the pictures that you had showed that wasn't the same place. Okay. Just because you put something out there for us to look at, remember, people can go back on videos and they can see if what you said was a camera slip was actually a camera slip. And that picture that you've been showing around is fake. And it's on Lax Lab that he did yesterday. Anybody can go over there and see it. It wasn't no abracadabra stuff. And then you were supposed to show the video over there on Mysterious, and you never did. You just got down and left, you know, and that's not cool. Because you did say the man used that stuff over there on Mysterious channel, and you said he used that stuff on Duck's channel last night, and you also said it on your own channel. And all that shit is false, okay? You know, that look like you'll set a person up to go to jail for drugs. And it wasn't their drugs. I know I'm a big bitch. and my ass is good. Lady Temple, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Just do you and try not to be getting upset doing you, okay? You do you, but don't be upset and stuff. I don't like to see you upset. Let me see if I took anything, because if I haven't, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Let me see. Uh, oh, and a couple of days ago it was baby birthday, and I went over it briefly. But I want to tell you this: that was the worst birthday party on YouTube I've ever seen. Okay, now Big Baby was in a good mood and she was partying and stuff. People sending cash, asked for her and the baby and different things. And royalty hit the panel, and she was explaining to Big Baby about what happened on the ship, and regarding Cali Kitchen, and regarding that girl I told y'all about, how that big old booty, just the one that got that real booty is shaped like jelly. I mean, you could tell the difference between a real booty and a fake booty, because the real booty will jiggle, especially if it's big like mine. You know what I'm saying? And if it's an artificial, it don't shake like that. It is what it is. Okay. Well, honey, that girl came up, and Callie's Kitchen came up. Royalty wanted Callie Kitchen to come up there so they could drag each other. But when Callie Kitchen came, here come that girl later on up there. And I mean, they was arguing. And I just got tired and I left. But to me, that was the worst birthday party that a person could have, because like the celebration stopped, and then it was like arguing and stuff. That's like going to a party and they had to break out in a fight, and you throwing the party and you mad because they done tore your house up and shit. Same thing, child, but it's just virtual. I think that's it. Like in the celebrity news, Peter Thomas, I don't know if you guys know him, but he used to play on Housewives of Atlanta. He was married to Cynthia Bailey. She's a famous model that she do be on the show. Well, he starts spending Cynthia money making bad investments in restaurants and bars and different things like that. And Cynthia like, hey, hold up, pimp, and she got rid of it. She divorced it, but I don't blame her. That woman done worked too damn hard, you know. And I know she probably had to put up with a whole bunch of shit being a model back in the day, you know, being a black model. Okay. Well, she got rid of him, and I don't blame her. Well, he has been sentenced to 18 months in the federal prison. They gave him time to get his matters in order, and he have a date to get locked up, but the date I don't know. Well, there was a clip shown of him talking, like doing it was like a farewell, video, but he will be making lives until he go get to the clinker. And he almost messed up because he was saying, how you be lying out in the streets about what's going on, but when you get up in the damn courthouse and the judge say you are guilty, you have not been reporting your money to the IRS, and that's why we're going to send your ass to the federal prison, because we gave you chances and payment plans, and you broke every deal we made with your ass. So they locked him up. They're going to lock him up. The amount that he owed the government is $2.5 million. How he going to pay that? I have no damn clue, because he's not a good businessman, and he's already showed that. And the way the people are talking on YouTube, They say that he was working people without paying them, having contractors to do work, like make build his building and buy all these furniture and shit for the building and not paying them. And he also was not paying the vendors, the people that were supplying the products to keep your business going, like alcohol, food, all of that kind of shit. He wasn't paying nobody. So I think, and the people in YouTube land think, that the vendors, the workers, and the contractors had reported him to the government, and that's why he's in the shape he's in. Okay? And when he was doing his goodbye, he was saying, like, he was like, he almost started saying that he didn't do it, but he cut himself off because he know that the government is looking at everything he do and say. And if he said some of that bullshit, they would have thrown the book at him, you know, or they would immediately locked him up like they did that Bishop Whitehead, you know. And so he need to shut the fuck up. As far as that's concerned, just say I did wrong. You know, I did wrong. But you know, he gonna have all the people waiting on him when he get out, okay? And that 2.5, that's just what he owed the government. It ain't what he owes the vendors, the workers, or the contractors, child. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But when he starts his time, I will let you guys know. Like I said, I'm so glad that Cynthia got rid of him, so she's not responsible for any of that shit. Because they said this here was going back like 10 years on him. So think about all the money he took from Cynthia to keep these raggedy ass businesses going that he's not very good at. And they say all of his restaurant chains are closed, which I'm sure they are, you know. But like I said, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm on my way to 3,000. I'm a long ass way from it. But every subscription count. And I think that's about it for my commentary tonight. I'm getting ready to just chill out, you know, and relax my throat. But ooh, child, there's some crazy shit be going on out here in the YouTube street, baby. Ooh, child. I'm gonna give me a little rest now, honey. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.